Okay, I know we can do a shout out for Ellie. I have to pick and choose who I do the shout outs for because of the content, because I try to keep the content safe for all ages, and I know we won't get that from Ellie, so. There we go.
I was too busy looking at your nipples.
What did I just say, Ellie? I said safe for everybody, and I get that clip. Ellie.
Oh, I want to see this. Bad lily pads go in the leaf prison.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, my turn.
Oh, hello, Elusivities. Fancy seeing you here.
Don't tell them that. It's a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cam likes getting probed apparently tonight.
Oh, it doesn't want me to fight it. Now, I know you don't want me to fight it, but I want to fight it.
Ty gags everything. Ready to play some cards?
I shouldn't try to fight it. It's too strong for me. Where'd he go? Oh, God.
Yes, let's all laugh.
Morning, Isabel Pixie. How goes it? Amazing. Isabel Pixie just subscribed to us for another month.
Get headshots with the rifle. No.
Morning, Arcane Ghoul _
No!
How goes it?
I'm not dead yet. You stop that. Oh, God. Did he die? I can't see anything. What even? Here, I'll do it while one-handed. Thank you so much, Icy. I'm saying it now in case it gets lost in everything.
Oh, hello, Clunily. Fancy seeing you here.
So, that's the joke. And it does. Right. Down. Oh, rude. You suck.
Amazing. Clunily just subscribed to us for another month. That's 37 now.
I gotta do it early. I gotta do it early. You golden hype trained me.
Our hype balloon record this month was 3.
Oh, I need to do a thing. If anybody's thinking of gifting, don't do it yet. Can I add this? I can. I have 4 left. I'm gonna do... It's... Oh, God. I'll just do 3 hours. It's fine. Boom. There we go. Discounts. I didn't know it'd be a golden one. That's always a surprise. It's a hype train, y'all. And no one's using balloons? Gasp. Mario's gonna get very confused. Hello. 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 Hello, everyone. Did the... Okay, the balloon did trigger. Boop. There we go. But thank you so much, Icy and Clue, for the resub. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Hello, Elusive. Hello, Tyga. Hello, Icy. Hello, Ghoul. Hello, Clue. Hello, Door. Timber getting the first. But hello. Ow. Is this gonna be the lowest balloon thing we've ever had? Maybe. But I did want to throw the discount thing out before it ran too far. Well, that's totally fair. I'm having a bit of an anxiety moment today, so I'm kind of doing my thing. But yeah. Hey, Amaru. The Golden Kappa really throws off the start of a stream, doesn't it? It's like, oh no. But I hope you all are doing alright. I'm existing. Ow. Do. I do need to make something new for the balloons. Rather than the balloons. I'm still thinking the big thing would be like comets crashing down. Or like having shooting stars just rain down on the overlay. But I can't make them until the whole new thing happens. Like have them come in probably from the right. And just like... No, it's weird. I could have them come in from the left. And it would look pretty. But I feel like visually I'd want them to maybe be some in front of, some behind me on the right side. And then they crash and leave a little burn. That's the number of balloons that people have redeemed. It's a high score counter. So every time another one gets redeemed, it adds to the counter. So that's checking for the score. Wash tub. Ugh. Sorry, a little bit of a cough there. But yeah, every time somebody redeems one of the balloons, it'll add one to the counter, so people can try and get the highest score possible. I hate that we started on a golden though. The golden ones are ones you want to get when there's actually like people actively there, and we don't quite have that. Golden one is a special one that simply unlocks anybody who is a part of it, a special golden Kappa emote for 24 hours. Not nearly long enough. I think it'd be cooler if the streamers could set a custom emote for people who participated in it. But not how it's designed. But generally speaking, there's no difference.
No new record this time. We got 10 though. The monthly record stands at 3,425.
Worst timed wash tub ever. Jesus. Got two of them. I like that mine does say the like all-time record. But yeah, I do wanna modify it. I think eventually that maybe the number will change color when it gets a new record. Oh god, I am so sorry, Icy. Close. Close, Timber. Ah! Oh my god, they actually managed to hit me. They're trying to take my podium. Why can't I hit Twinkle? I'm just gonna dash around and try and get the, try and keep my dash count up. Okay, all done. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I think I've won. I'm just guessing here. I'm a little mad that dance isn't in this. I feel like they should have had that dance as emote in this, but they chose otherwise, apparently. A tie! I think I need to make the graphic for... I'm gonna do this live because I don't... It's not that exciting of a moment. Where are my driftables? Driftables! I'm gonna take the prince. I'm gonna try this. I don't know where he's gonna pop up. We're gonna get a bunch of them. Maybe. I'm changing the size of the Prince Driftable from 50 to 150 because I want it to be more visible. When I had made it, I was deciding they were going to be like super subtle, but I didn't realize that they were near impossible for anybody to actually locate. So tripling the size, I think, of the Prince's ship, I think is a valid choice here. I don't actually know where they are in the overlay. But they might drift by. I'm gonna make a little note. There we go. Hey, Arky. If it worked, there'll just be a line of them on the left side, probably, that'll go by. But that's the SS Prince there, and I figured, let's make it a little bigger. But yeah, we need to do more of the, more stuff with the driftables and stuff. Hey, Ronan, how's it going? Let's go down. Go in here. Let's go to Edo. I need to get the cow and the bear in front. Oh, did they make it? They're kind of there. I see it slightly. See it slightly up there. Barely on camera. There's also one at the bottom, barely on camera. For those who don't see, I'm talking about the thing floating near Mari right now. It's getting there. It's gotta get there. It's behind the cloud. There's gonna be a wall of them. They only last 90 seconds though, so yep, there they go. I was gonna say, they only last 90 seconds. There should be something else there, but it might, I don't know if it'll be one of the ships or not. Hey, it was one! Yeah, I think that size is much better. Now it's like fully visible and... Oh, by the way, I learned there is a secret character that exists now, kind of, in the game. They technically added a new cousin, technically. So let's unequip everything. I'm having an anxiety day, but other than that, Ronan, it's all right. But then we go here. Saki Hanami, cosplay for the prince. They added this when they added the new album, and it's not even listed in the DLC for it. It's one of the characters on the album art for the newest DLC. Clue, you okay? Yes. You're having a moment, Clue.
Now here's my plan.
All of the remix, they added like 5 remix songs in the new DLC, and a bunch of the costume pieces from Me and My Katamari. And then this one's not even listed in the cosmetics they added. But it was there. If I remember, I'll pull up the album art after this and just show that they're on this. This song takes 2 minutes. This song takes 2 minutes to actually get going. I despise this song for that reason. It's a good song, but 2-minute lead up. 2-minute lead up. Ow. Arrows. Bow, 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 bow. There. Whoop. Gotta be careful with this bear, but other than that. There we go. Song's about to start, I promise. There we go. Come on. Like, the thing about this song is I keep thinking it's about to start and it's not. There we go. Woo. Like, it's a good song too, that's the funny part, but holy. The wind-up may not be quite worth it. I was like, we need to fill time, just loop it a bit. Like, maybe not. Na, 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 na. I think I gotta be 350 to roll those up. I'm still laughing over this morning. By the way, I mentioned this on Blue Sky, I mentioned in the Discord, but for anybody who didn't know, Twitch now added the ability to react to clips. So if somebody makes a clip you like, you can actually react with like a laughing emote or a crying emote. Like, all those are options. I almost rolled up that cow not thinking anything about it. But yeah, you can now actually react with thematic emotes or just a thumbs up. Oh, I thought it was 350. Is it 450? Yeah, be careful of the bear banners. Now our goal again, is to get that guy. I'll accept the cow, but I mainly want to get the bear. I need both of them, to be honest, but I want to get the harder one, which is the bear. So ideally, that's what I'll be trying for. Now, one thing I am aware of that I need to try and get. That almost ended my run. There is... No! Crap. It's fine. I was trying to skirt the edge, but I ended up rolling down the hill. It's fine. Womp womp womp. La 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 la. A star we already made, but worse. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, if I go to the music gallery and we go to the new album, you can see all the people there. And I mean the one I guess the character's not on there, so they did just add a random idol master with it. Huh. Still neat. Oh wait, I can be Kanoko now with the angel wings. Sorry, anybody who's ever seen like some of my classic art, I have a drawing I've done of Kanoko with angel wings. Where are you, Kanoko? Kanoko! I'm blind. Where are you? Can you wave? Can you wave? Hello? There you are. Why are you on the last page? Wait, what? There we go. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Grab Kanoko's wings. I do like using the moss on Kanoko. It's a very cute addition. And it's not far off of actually how I drew her. I also like the little mushrooms, but the moss really does fit how I've drawn her in the past. And I like the little flower. The flower works. The Anubis mask, not so much. Yoo-hoo! Bum bum bum. Listen, game, I've played all your levels. I get to play for fun now. I get to play for fun! As I get screamed at by a crane. Oh, like the only thing I don't get to play for fun right now is the multiplayer versus stuff. Because like the multiplayer versus stuff is more tedium than anything. Da, 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 da. No, and I did fix the issue I was having this morning. I had mentioned that I was having issues getting the throne alerts to go off. Apparently, the pass-through I do to get that to go through stream elements just completely broke, which is why nothing was triggering. And the fix was to basically tell their support line, like start typing it and going, hey, I'm having an issue with the chat bot. And then it goes, have you tried this? And it immediately worked before I even tried anything. So I think I scared it. So it's working now. So again, thank you again to whoever anonymously donated $25 to help pay off the new PC, which we have not received a new update on. Other than that they're collecting the parts. I don't know. That's what the alert says. It says like collecting parts. So we've got to wait for that. But somebody dropped a little bit more towards that, and I do appreciate it. And they got me an under desk mount for my stream deck that'll slide out, and I'll be able to use that without losing my mind and worrying about the cats stepping on it while I'm not meant to be live. Which did happen the other day, by the way. I had panic thinking, I'm not supposed to be live yet. Cat did it. Which is really annoying because I even put the button in a folder to reduce the probability of that happening. And they opened the folder and pressed the button. I'm like, what the hell? Which is more of a problem because I am somebody who pretty constantly has OBS open, which anybody who's seen me get angry over throne alerts knows. Because it's just me and headphones doing other stuff, and then here, pop! Like, yes, I'm awake. I need a less heart attack sound. And I think here's the thing. It's not that I'm opposed to having kind of mild scares, but I do think it does, like, I want mild scares that aren't necessarily going to cause panic in people watching, right? Because just to be clear, like, this is meant to be a comfortable place for y'all to chill. So I'd like to avoid screams and such if I can. I didn't even know that that magnet was there. Don't interrupt my magnet! Down we go. I don't know. I'm feeling off today, and I don't know why. Like, something... I mean, it's probably depression. Let's be real. Knowing me, I'm feeling off. Probably depression. I think I've just been dealing with a lot of annoying people today. I think what really bugged me is there was an older guy who is a... there was an older guy on Blue Sky who has an art podcast that I was replying to. And typically I wouldn't like mention, oh, they have a podcast, blah, blah, blah. But I think this is important other things. They were trying to claim that they were trying to argue against my statement that like blogs and stuff are blogs, Let's Players, all of that. That is art. That is art. And he tried to claim that art without intent. He tried to claim that was art without intent, and that art without intent is meaningless, and that it's not art. Basically, he was gatekeeping art, and I hate people who gatekeep art. Listen, there's art I don't like. There is plenty of art I don't like, but I will never devalue something as art. The only thing that's not art, Gen AI. And it was just like, what am I running into today? Like the day has just been anti-art takes left and right, and it's just like, I hate this. Or people trying to excuse Gen AI. Oh, it was an accident. They apologized. No, they didn't. Don't lie. Don't lie. There was no apology. There was a burial. They hid it. But no, I've just been dealing with like really annoying people in that regard today, and it's just, I think on top of the depression, it's all just kind of adding up in my brain. Like, oh my god. Hey, Big B. Oh, and then you get what was it? How to Cook That? Anne Reardon doing a video about Gen AI and using that to give her ideas, and then proselytizing at the end of the video and selling Bible stuff. Like, what has my day been? And listen, I'm not gonna harp on anybody for whatever the religion is. You can have whatever religion you want. That's fine. Once you start selling Bibles, I'm out. I am fully out. It was weird. It's been a very weird day. Like, I don't even know how I feel about today. Yeah, it threw me off really bad, Clue. Like, I'm sorry, what? That came out of nowhere. I did like the top comment. It's really weird about how the channel about promoting science and all that stuff is selling this. Like, science and fact and trusted sources, and then it's like, you're doing what now? Exactly, Bigby. Ugh. But yeah, my brain is, for lack of a better word, overwhelmed. Nice Clue. Oh. Yeah, this is the remix from Katamari Forever, I think. It's a good remix. Like, I think they, like, it's a really good combo. It gives it just a little more pace, a little more speed. Speaking of paid sponsorships, though, in YouTube videos, I am still thrown off by the fact that the company I got my computer through is the same ones that a bunch of hermits just suddenly did a sponsorship with, having no idea this was going on. Like, what the hell? I only found out because the company I got mine through posted a TikTok talking about Corrales. Just like, what the hell is this? Barrel. Ah! I hate, this is the one part of the level that I'm still struggling to really get a hang of. Like, there's a threshold in here where I'm suddenly able to roll up all these buildings, and I'm not there yet. And I can't seem to figure out how big I need to be. I think I need to be like 40 meters, and then I can roll all that up. But I can't figure out the best way to get to those 40 meters. Apparently at 37, I can roll up one of those buildings. So 37's the threshold. Go. I rolled up the big kanji fire. Barrel, 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 barrel. What's funny though is I still can't tell what pace I should be at in these levels. Like, I think I just hit the 60 meter. But it's also telling me, hey, there's a magnet over here. Help! I'm being attacked by a cloud! Help! Free me! Oh my god! Help! Help! Thank you, Mr. Stegosaurus. Get me out! That was a new one. What the hell? Dun 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 dun. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, thank you, Bigby.
Amazing. Big Backhand just subscribed to us for another month.
That's also a Prime sub? That is a Prime sub. So I want to tell you all something about Prime subs. So, Prime subs you get by linking to your Amazon, right? If you have Amazon Prime and you're linked to Amazon, you get an included Prime sub. You can use that on one channel. You just click subscribe, and then there's a use Prime sub button if they're linked, which is awesome, right? Like, that's cool. Like, okay, a bonus feature that you can tap into if you have Prime. Now, I am not by any means telling anybody to get Amazon Prime or use Amazon Prime. That is your own choice. I personally dislike Amazon quite greatly, as I believe many of y'all understand why one would dislike Amazon pretty much, right? But a lot of people have it. So, what you can do, though, is if you have it, and you know how they have those occasional, like, oh, here's a 14-day trial of Amazon Prime. Sign up for it, immediately cancel it, but then you'll still have those days to run on your trial. During that trial, you also get that Prime sub. So that is an actual free sub. So you can get an actual free Prime sub by using their free trials. I don't think a lot of people realize you can get that, but yeah, if you ever want to subscribe to a streamer for free, look to see if you qualify for an Amazon Prime free trial and run it. Then cancel your Amazon Prime or whatever so you don't forget to cancel it. And then, yeah, no. You've tapped into a Prime sub. Congratulations. I think it's like 5 to 6 minutes is where I usually hit that spot, and yeah, I'm slower than normal. I think 6 was my record size. There we go. That cloud was evil, Door. Evil! Save me, Your Majesty! Hey, Val! How's it going? How's it going, Belle? Have you disposed of all the creepy people? How you doing, Belle? You having an alright day? No, not yet. Gotta get the hose. Spray him down. Like, nope. Valid. Today has been the first day that I have actually managed to go an entire day with no replies to some random post on TikTok from months ago being hateful. It's been oddly chill on TikTok today. I usually get somebody mad at me for saying Petite Planet can go do one. Well, it's part of why I've stopped commenting on things in general. On TikTok, I've stopped leaving comments because I'm tired of not being able to mute notifications for a post. Like, that's a feature TikTok needs. Because I'm going to be real, I don't need to know that somebody replied to a post from 3 years ago. Like, just as a general thing. I don't need to know anymore. It's been 3 years. I'm more concerned that somebody managed to find a post of mine from 3 years ago and comment on it. If it's on my own channel, sure, I'd love to know. But me commenting on somebody else's thing, I don't need to know about the likes. I don't need to know any of this. You've just bombarded me with things I do not need to see. Ugh. I'm not doing great. We're still only at A rank. Will we get to S rank? I don't know. What I wouldn't give for a magnet right now. That's where you replied to her going, you gotta apologize for being a dick to me in high school or no? Just straight up calling out, you gotta apologize for being a dick? I actually managed to get S rank. And rolled up the king and queen. Not my best run on this. My best run is like 4,800. Ah. So not only did they bully you, they're asking to get themselves in doxed, and let alone anybody who associates with them. Yeah, no, totally valid, Door. I do occasionally check the Clio tags, and I'm wondering which one of you it is, unless you blocked me. Which is entirely valid. I'm not going to harp on anybody for blocking me. Or I've blocked you. Maybe I blocked you for something. Who knows? I block very, very liberally on both Tumblr and TikTok. If I see something that is like, that's shipping stuff I don't want to see, and it's on my feed, I'm just going to go, I don't want to buy. And then it's gone. Or if it's like, you said something a little weird, blocked, it's gone. Yeah. Amazing, Door. My Tumblr block list is great because it's just like, yep, nope, you didn't tag shipping, goodbye. You didn't tag shipping, goodbye. You didn't tag shipping, goodbye. Gone, 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 gone. I want to be clear to anybody hearing me say this. I don't have a problem with shipping. As long as you tag it. Like I said to her, I have no idea. I block for the most trivial of things on sites that I'm not trying to grow on. Like, I'm not trying to grow on Tumblr, I'm not trying to grow on TikTok. Those are just there. So I block very, very aggressively. And people get caught in the crossfire. If I see a comment that rubs me the wrong way, I never read names. It's like, yeah, no, bye. But I do want to make it clear. If I have blocked you on Tumblr or TikTok, it's not that serious. Yeah, no, and that's also a fair thing. It's just one of those things where I'm pointing that out as a general thing to anybody. Like, I block so many people. Apparently, there is a max number of people you can block on TikTok, though. Which I think is concerning. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, no. If I block somebody from if I block somebody on Twitch or Discord, that's a separate thing. You're blocked on those. Oh.
Wait, I just woke up. What are you all doing in my bedroom?
Mari, you slept outside.
Watching me sleep?
Mari, you slept outside and fell asleep on the monitor. We go over this all the time, Mari. You slept on the monitor. I mean, you can have a sleepover if you want. I'm not faulting that. Mari's just not paying attention. Mari has the memory span of like 10 minutes. Don't you, Mari? Okay, Clue, I'm gonna need you to explain to me what the hell a cream slice is. Because the only cream I know of is in liquid form, so I need some clarification of how you slice a liquid. Okay, y'all are making this better for me. We've just added vanilla flavoring to the cream slice. What is a cream slice? Puff pastry and there's cream and jam sandwich between it. Well, now I'm concerned that it's called a slice. What do you mean a slice? My brain is thinking it's similar to a cream puff. There's probably a term for it in the States, but I've never... This description isn't great. Yeah, maybe like a Danish kind of makes sense. Okay, now we're getting too ritzy. Once we get into words I can't pronounce, we've got a problem. Which is a lot of words, I'll be honest. Strawberry jam mufflers. Got it. Ah! Curse you, Sheba! It's like they're speaking a foreign language, Bigby. Okay, okay. Door, I want... I'm not even after an explanation of the food anymore. I want you to explain how that shorthand worked. I'm gonna need some understanding on that one. How is Mogos short for Morrison's? I understand that your north is the version of our south, but that doesn't make it any more sensible. Macca's make sense! Macca's make sense! McDonald's! I get Macca's. That starts with Mac. Morrison's doesn't start with Mog. We've added a G in. Mackey's also makes sense. Mogos doesn't. Mogos sounds like I'm calling it something offensive. We've added a letter that doesn't exist. And I realize that McDonald's doesn't have an A at the start, so Macca's is technically wrong. It should be Micca's, I guess, but point stands. Japan gives it an A, it's fine. Hello? Always remember that ladders work in this game. Do you remember the 21st roll of December? Eh. Okay, I gotta go look at the food. I like what Bigby showed better. Bum 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 bum. Ugh. Oh, so many of you are already aware. I left a joke comment on Cleo's Nice Life video, right? With the timestamp of Cleo saying that they don't have any loved ones. And I asked Cleo if Cleo had seen my comment, and Cleo goes, "Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what it was about. I didn't even check." And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then Cleo I told Cleo, I go, "It was you saying you don't have any loved ones," and Cleo goes, "Yeah, no, that's true." And I just went like, what the fuck? Like, ow, twist the knife, Jesus. Just straight up assaulted, like, oh my god. It just threw me off, like, Jesus Christ. Like, don't get me wrong, I expected harsh. I did. But wow. Bow, 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 bow. Boo, 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 doo, boo, doo, boo, boo, boo. Eh. There we go. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! No, not the wash tub! No, Tomoko! Free me! Revenge! 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 Had a new random British people making up shit about the US TikTok pop up the other day that's been kind of going viral. Some woman in the UK made the claim that people in the US don't have sushi rolls? Hand rolls, specifically? Which, for those not aware what a hand roll is, it's just uncut sushi? But, like, the thing was, a lot of the comments are going, no, we have those. It would provide, like, photos and everything. And she was, like, adamant, like, no, you don't, and blah, 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 and those aren't the same. And it's like, it's an uncut sushi roll. You think we can't just get sushi rolls and ask for them uncut? That's all it is. It was so absurd, though. Like, what? But it's like, I understand you maybe not knowing or not realizing, but I hate when people double down and go, no, it's totally not a thing. Like, somebody in the video, in the reply, looked outside, shows the Golden Gate Bridge, goes to, like, and walks to the store, picks one up, and just goes, and that was it. Like, there might be some areas in, like, I would, like, where I live, I would have to specifically go, hey, can I get that uncut? Like, can you not slice it into all the smaller ones so I just have one roll, right? That's fair, Icy. Just to let you know why that was held, it was the D word at the beginning. I'm trying to get people to stop using that one, just because it is somewhat ableist. I know a lot of people don't think about it that way, but it's one of those, like, I'm trying to get it out of my vocab, so I want to try and get it out of my chat as well. Well, so, Big B, a lot of people will get the roll so they can just eat it like a burrito or whatever. So you just have the one side and you just bite that one side, right? So that's the thing. But it's like, yeah, no, I would straight up, like, order those if I knew if they had them on the menu, I would order them. I don't like doing custom orders. Again, probably anxiety related. I don't like doing custom orders. Same reason I don't like doing phone calls. I don't like making people's jobs harder than I need to. But, like, just going, hey, can I get that uncut would actually arguably making the job easier. Whoop. Eh. Yeah. But no, it's just one of those things where, like, I totally understand. I'm pretty sure people in general who do food takes on TikTok and stuff don't actually care what they're saying at all. It is not something, whether they believe it or not, it doesn't matter. I believe their whole point is to annoy people in the comments. Food TikTok is a hell of its own. There we go. So what I've realized, when you roll somebody up, they actually drop all of their stuff. Well, I think they drop about half of their stuff when they respawn. So if you roll up somebody early enough, or, like, when you're able to, they will drop a ton. So if you really want to scale up quickly, rolling people up and then stealing everything. But yeah, right there. That is a sushi roll. Right there. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Come here. What? There we go. Give me my points. Points. I'm trapped. And now we just dash a bunch to increase the dash counter to make sure that if that's one of the bonus things, we get it. I need to recreate this little countdown. I know it's not that fancy, but I need to do that for one of my redeems. Buddies obtained! I didn't get any. Most freebies. See, dash is used. That's why I spam it. There's bonus points at the end sometimes. Yeah, no, I feel that, Big B. If I did it, I would have a quieter, sound there. Like, same sound, but just not nearly as loud. Oh, I just got a spam email, everybody. Early holiday specials. Oprah's _ top 10 revealed. I can always tell when there's been a data breach somewhere because suddenly my email will be used for a lot more spam. But also, every spam email I get is completely thwarted by the fact that I'm in dark mode. Like, they try to make it look like, oh, look, it's just a regular email, and the whole thing's one giant image on a white background. So, like, dark mode ruins it. Beep, 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 beep. Yo! Alright, up we go. See if anybody on PS5 is doing a match. I was alone. We did, and I want to be clear, we did play with other people a week ago. There were 2 other people playing. We did join them a week ago. There are other people that do play this online, I promise. Mossy Kanoko works really well. I've posted this before, but I'm gonna post it in the Art General again because that's what I do. Let me see. Art. Old. So this is one of my old, I posted in Art General, but it's one of my old designs of Kanoko that I drew during my break at my old job. The only thing missing is a bow. But it's right on par. Alright. Hey, Vin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Too much speed. not the wash tub! Come here! They thought they could escape! Focus! How you doing, Finn? Hope you're doing alright. Whoop! Down we go. I've heard of clotted cream. I don't know what it is, but I will say clotted cream as a term. The UK has really handled how to make food sound unappetizing. Can we agree with that? Like, sound-wise, y'all have mastered making food sound horrible. And I'm not talking about taste. I'm not talking about any of that. I just want to be clear. I'm not talking about any of that. But I think as far as things you could say to describe food, clotted is very much like, yeah, no, that's not food. Bangers and mash isn't that bad. I am by no means saying it's a great name, but that one's forgivable. No! Cute, why? And I'm only docking points on that description for the word mash. But we use it too for things, but like mash is kind of in that same realm of not a great term. Let me look though. Yeah, no, we don't really have it. That is a import food. Like, it is literally something we just don't really have. So, no, we do not have clotted cream. I'm saying clotted cream! Hey, Snow. Dun 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 dun. Like, it looks like we can get it. We can get clotted cream. But it's not really a thing. Boop, 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 boop. You say that, Big B. You say that. It's making a comeback. It shouldn't be, but it is. Yo! Burp, 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 burp. Hi! Ba-da-boo. Oh, apparently, yeah, so that was... Okay, that's the sweets one. I don't want to do sweets. This cracks me up, this monkey. Right, the monkey's up here, too. But, so I have all the sound files of this game. Nice, OBC. I have all the sound files of this game. And one of them is labeled monkey. And I got really confused why it was called monkey, because this is a sound. That's monkey. In the files, that is labeled as monkey. Arrow! Arrow! Yay! Yay! Katamari's so fun! Ha! Da, 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 da. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize this. So the lighting of the region I'm in still affects me in this view. So they don't actually shift the lighting. The lighting should be drastically different here than it is down below, but you can see I'm still lit by the night lights. Oh. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do.
外は満天の星にそっと
Whoop. Eggs. Eggs. Eggies.
まるで丸い夜に吹き込まれたように
No, I paused it with a fish in the way. Horribly unlucky timing. I like that they put the Naruto fish cakes in front of the kid with the spiral eyeglasses. That's funny. Who's also concussed. So I think the interesting thing there though, Dor, is we don't call them wellies. Or Wellingtons. We don't. So that term just sounds like a standard like phrase. Like we don't say wellies. It's just rain boots. Shoe leather. I point this out every time, but I really would love more games to do that. So, okay, so I think an interesting bit here is when it comes to rain boots, right? At least in my situation, there's never been really whimsy surrounding existing in the rain. Speaking of whimsy. Hey, Whim! But there's never actually been, at least in my area, there's never been whimsy surrounding being in the rain, really. That's not a thing in general. So, while I get what you're saying, we're not in a... I'm not in a rainy location specifically, right? So there's no need to do whimsy on that. It's not something that really does it. Awesome whim. It makes it a little easier to see than a plain black or white stylus, right? But yeah, it's just kind of a situational thing, right? We don't have rain romanticized the same way. It's actually more common here that being out in the rain is kind of a... You probably shouldn't be out in that. I don't know if this is because I live in an area that likes tornadoes or what the ruling is on that, but yeah. Yeah, rain does not have the best of reputation. So that kind of changes the way we kind of perceive rain as a whole, right? But it is interesting to think about, like, but it's gonna be dependent on a lot of things. But like, I think it's neat to kind of think about when it comes to that stuff, because yeah, weather. I don't think we really... I can't actually think of a lot of clothing here that has nicknames. Raiders! Hello? I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Hello, Raiders. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Hey, Kave! How's it going? Ugh. Okay, one sec. Got phlegm in my throat. Let me take a drink. Let me take a drink and I'll do a proper greeting. You know, you say that. You say that, Origami, and my brain wants to go... So they're plastic? Or they're dull? I did just fry myself. It's just like one of those, I have to snark back. They're dull? But no. Hello, everybody. My name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer focused on indie, interactive, interesting games that you may have never heard of, or you definitely should have heard of, or you definitely should try and check out, and all that fun stuff. I do a lot of interactive things on my stream, things you may have never seen before. I focus heavily on doing overlay art. Overlay art is my passion. I love doing it. I do special effects, all that fun stuff. There's a single channel point check-in, can do different things, throw a dodgeball at me, slap me, pet my TTS pet up there. You can do a dance emote, dino dance, or my dance emote, and it'll do glow sticks in the chat, which is a nice little thing. I may open that up to just be dance emotes in general. I'm not sure. Like, just people saying dance. So that way anybody can do anything. But I think it's nice to see my emote get used a lot, you know? But yeah, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming by. I do appreciate it. Honed to a dry, sarcastic, cutting wit, like Sharpness 5. It was cool, and then you go Sharpness 5. It's like, oh, neat, nerd. Nothing wrong with being a nerd, but I gotta call you out a little bit on that. But I hope you had a good stream. And I thank you all for sending everybody this way. Ugh. Yeah, we're playing Katamari. Katamari is my favorite game of all time. Like, I say nerd for Minecraft, not like I'm gonna be streaming the hell out of it next year. I have to say next year because my new PC hasn't even shipped yet. I'm waiting. I have a new PC set to arrive at some point in the future that is being assembled. It is taking some time. I don't want to do that. We'll do the race one. Oh God. You have my condolences. No, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I wish I was. My favorite Star Wars out of the 9 movies is actually Episode 1, so you can see exactly where I fall on the level of being a fan. Best Star Wars, though, does go to Clone Wars, the animated series, and nothing else comes close. Yeah, my chat has an obsession with Moss. If you're following, you have access to a Moss emote. Every Moss emote used throws one at me. If you're subbed, you have access to Mari and Moss, and it'll throw that at me. I never watched Rogue One. I never watched any of the solo ones because they never quite got my attention. It just wasn't there for me. I don't know. I think it's just because I've kind of like... I've run into the situation where a lot of movies feel like their intent is to be spectacle rather than story, and Star Wars movies really hit that. The shows don't. The shows tend not to, but the movies were really more about spectacle, and which is fine. Spectacle doesn't keep my attention. Yeah, we do have glowing moss now. That was a new addition. I am a critic of a lot of things, so you will hear me critique things, but I want to be clear, if I critique things or act like I'm against things, typically I really have nothing against most things. I'm pretty chill on a lot of stuff. If I am against something and I have a legit issue with something, you can tell by how I say it. Like whenever I talk about Gen AI, it can go f itself. But like, generally, everybody's gonna like their own thing, right? I critique the things I love. I also critique the things I hate. Critique is good. Critique is good for inspiration. Be inspired by everything. Critique everything. Learn why you love it. Learn why you hate it. Make cool things. America, yeah! Okay, chat likes to do this whenever we get raids. Type hollow in chat with an A. No exclamation points or anything. Just hollow. And it'll spam. There we go. Enjoy the alert! Hello. Hello. Chat likes to do that whenever I get a raid. I don't know why. I don't know why. I feel like they have some weird obsession with Hollow. No, I love my call and responsive. I have that, I have my dance one, and then we also have Lizard sometimes. Hello. That's Mari. It is cute and interactive. Oh, I just had an idea. Don't know how well it would work. I just had an idea that I could make it possibly have some more visual depth to it, rather than just slightly adjusting the height, but I don't know how much work that would be for me. Might not be too bad. I think we'll just have to make the browser source wider. Not sure. Things to put in the brain and then forget about. I don't care enough to write that one down. There are like, the number of things I write down, y'all, for ideas I have during stream, it's excessive. I usually implement, I implement probably 99% of the things I write down. Unless I can't figure out how to do it, which is pretty rare. To the mods that have access to that channel, whenever I put a thumbs down, it's because I can't figure it out and I've given up. Which is like maybe 1 in like 40 things. But I usually do like 2 updates a day. Today involved me adjusting my ad timer. Which I don't run ads during my afternoon streams, I run them during my morning ones, but... I just added an ad timer the other day that when I do a BRB, my ad timer will pop up now. And it'll say how much time I have left in the ad break before I come back, so those who don't get ads know when I come back. And I made it all cute, and it sits inside the moss terrain of my little planet, and which we've named the planet Marimo. And slowly creating lore for the little planet. Because people asked for it. It's more people ask questions and then I make up things on the spot and we decide that's canon now. Because I have no concern over lore. The way my brain is wired, lore falls in that same realm as role-playing, and it's not something my brain really grasps. I've never been able to grasp it. I don't know why. I get why others enjoy it. It is not for me, kind of thing. And I don't know why that is. I don't have a writer's brain. I don't have a drama brain. I don't have a writer's brain. I don't know. Makes me feel really left out when everybody's doing like all these RP Minecraft things like, yep, that's the thing you're doing. I don't get it. I have no understanding of the appeal. Right, Mello? But no, it never... I can design a character and I can design a world around what kind of world they're in, but I can't apply a story to those worlds. Which is the funny thing. And arguably, my persona has actually stepped outside of the world that it was originally designed for. It was originally designed for a post-apocalyptic, end-of-the-world scenario. Aw. Adorable. But yeah, the original like backstory on my character when I did it was all post-apocalyptic and stuff. I actually mentioned this in my friend Quark's stream the other day. My persona actually started out as an unnamed Sonic OC. So things have gone on journeys. Yeah. Roll up all the things. I'm still disappointed in this game, though, specifically for not doing more fun things with the trophies. Katamari suits itself so well for like different things, different challenges. Like roll up these in the level. Mr. Sunshine. Na 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 na. I made a boat. Big B. I'm sorry, I just saw it in the Discord. your stream suggestion. Because I didn't write it down, so you're like, I want to write it down. If you're not writing it down, I'm writing it down. Therefore, it's in the thing now. Okay, so what I did, Finn, for that level is I was collecting wood for the pirate to make his own boat. So I didn't make the boat. I collected 971 things of wood to give to the pirate. And then he made the boat. Oh, I wonder if they put Jun and Natsuo there because their outfits are both blue and white. A little weird, but... Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm gonna ask y'all. I asked this on Blue Sky yesterday, and I want to know if anybody can think of one. Can you think of a 3D game? A 3D game that is not dot hack, that has an infinite scrolling world where you can go like straight ahead and you'll loop around, where you'll end up where you were again. A 3D one that isn't No Man's Sky. That isn't No Man's Sky. That's you walking around an entire planet. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about a world that loops. Dot hack is a PS2 title. That I've been trying to find out if there's another game that does this. I want an infinite scrolling world that if you walk in one direction, you appear back on the other side. I found a Minecraft mod that actually lets you do that, but... But I'm trying to... I want to know if there's another one, because I really want to look into, like, what it could be. Also, Dora, you got a fancy new badge next to your name. Because you got 10 views on your clips. Look at you. You got the gold clacker. What game? What game, Dor? Because I can only ever think of, like, if I can ever think of one, they're always 2D. Like, every single one I can think of is 2D. Like, you're going sideways. And it's like, if you're going sideways, that's not really it. I want a 3D one that uses an infinite scrolling world, and the only one I can think of is the original Dot Hack series, where even in the remake, they didn't do it. Not the remake, even in the sequel, they didn't do it, which is absurd. Really? Olaf's... So we have a Frozen game. You're telling me a Frozen game maybe did it? Olaf's Quest. Olaf's Quest. I'm pulling it up. So I will say this. If this is infinite, it's not quite what I'm looking for. That is a 3D game, but on a 2D plane. So that's still a 2D game. I'm trying to find one that is like a 3D map, more akin to what we're looking at here, where I have like forward, left, I have forward, back, left, and right. Right? That's what I'm trying to find. Is I want to find a game that has that, and I can only think of Dot. Like, I cannot think of another game that does it, and it's a weird thing to be looking for, but like, it's something I've only seen in that one game. Dot Hack Infection, Bigby. Dot Hack Infection was the first one. Infection, Quarantine, Infection is the first one, and I can never remember the order, but Infection's the first one. But, oop, hit the wrong button. But the levels were actually like infinite looping worlds where you could go in any given direction. And as you did that, you would end up coming back to the other side. And I think the trick they used there was actually that your player doesn't move. Like, your player is not actually moving. The world is moving under your player, and things are being pulled towards you as an overall thing on the map, I think is the trick they did. Because it is a fully single-player game. You would not be able to do that in multiplayer. Which I know sounds a little weird, but the issue is, I'm trying to think if there's a way to do it in multiplayer, so I'm trying to see if there's other games that have tried this effect. Because it's a pretty major effect. Let's go! There we we go. Burn, burn. Oh no, door. Infection, mutation, outbreak, quarantine. Thank you. It's a very long game. It's like an 80-hour game to do everything in it. So it's partially like hard to go. Ah, yes, but it's one of my biggest inspirations as far as games go. Gameplay designs, stories in games, things like that. I love it. Got him. It's funny to me how many times I played this level and did not manage to roll up the octopus. I hate that the game grabs my camera here. I get that they're trying to make it easier to see, but it feels like they've just taken over part of my game. I'm just like, don't do that. Like, I was doing a thing. But yeah, .hack had seed-based worlds. I would argue it's not really seed-based, but the worlds were generated based on words you put in. I don't know if they were pre-designed or if it was just you were picking from a set number of seeds that they did. But it would be keywords, and those keywords would generate the type of map it was, which I thought was really cool. But that was my first instance of kind of the idea of seed-based worlds, right? Having this like random generation based on traits that each word added to the level and stuff was really cool. But each level was a perfectly flat level, which I think part of this is how they did the trick. But it was perfect. It was a perfectly flat level, and then the world would move underneath you while you ran, so it looked like you were running. Mandragora! Yes. Oh no, melon! Oh no, melon! But yeah, and I'm pretty sure the whole method they used was they actually just moved the map underneath you, and then they would despawn things when they got too far away, and they would just spawn on the other side. But if you do that in 2-player, you would have to have 2 instances of every player. Like, I can't think of a good way to do it. The closest game in game design to the original .hack that exists nowadays is, oddly... Oh no, door! That's not ideal. Wish I had more words to say. Uh-oh. Frame's in trouble. Rightfully so, rightfully so. Did they take them out of the house? Or did they lose them in the house somewhere? Do we know at least that much? I hope they are lost somewhere in your house. Oh, by the way, I witnessed this game being played on a Switch. Don't play this on the Switch. That was a whale cousin. His name is Whaleson. I'm gonna argue is an awful name. But his name is Whaleson. There he is. Whaleston has an odd design. Finn alone, Finn, would have actually been a good name. Finn would have been good. I probably would have named him Dorsal or something like that. So an interesting note with that, Bigby, is I found a Minecraft mod that actually will, when you hit the world border, teleport you to the other side. But obviously, visually, that's not going to do what you want, right? That wouldn't do anything unless you could make a void for the edges of the map. Aww. I'm sorry, Dor. It is the... Is it a regular DS, a 3DS, or a DSi? Because I think you said it was a DSi before. I'm still looking for a way to play... I am still aggressively looking for a way to play Katamari on the DSi. Go. There's a real, like, lack of things to roll up here. It's not an empty level, but it is not a... Was it a golden axe? Or a silver axe? I wonder, can I get sound bites from Dot Hack? I would love to get some sound bites from Dot Hack. I don't know if I ever checked this, but sound resource. I know there's models, but are there... Okay, I found sounds from Dot Hack Versus. That's not what I'm after. Like, what sounds do I get? What do we got? That's Kite. That's glitched out Kite. I can find character voice lines, but I can't find sounds. Well, not on the site I'm on. Oh, wait, maybe. Supporting characters. I found supporting characters. I got Tsukasa and Sora and Haseo and Black Rose and all that, which is cool, but like... I'm not after character voices is the thing. I want the sounds. What about the Dot Hack infection sounds? I feel like there's a database. I found the music. I don't want the music. Dot Hack sound effects. Oh, here we go. There's a Reddit post about it. Okay. That's terrifying. So there's some of them here. It's not what I'm after, but there are some of them. Ugh. Well, so Big B, the main game idea I have is actually, so I have a game idea in general, and I do want to kind of add in the concept, theoretically, this world that the overlay is on could be in the game, which is cool. As a Infinite Moss Planet kind of thing, but... The main question that arises about it is more than anything, it's not about the structures. It's not about the map. But it's about seeing another player off in the distance in one direction. And the only thing I can... And if you allow them both full control, I can't see a way to do it. But if you allowed them to have a max distance from each other, it would work. Like, though, that's kind of the line I'm at. I added... The wings are an accessory, Bigby. Oh no, what's that door? Is it that it's in Japanese? Is the DSi... Oh god, it's parental locked? And the saves aren't backed up. Can you undo the parental lock? Is it your birthday? Is it your parents' birthday? Oh yeah, because the head's too big. Dun dun. Oh my god, rockets! I don't know. I would Google how many attempts you get before messing with it, just to be safe. Or maybe there's like a bypass code in general. Where's Ruby going? Ruby's so big! Oh no. Surely somebody's figured out how those support keys work. Driobi, why? Okay. Go up here. Go up here. All the rockets! There we go. Ha ha! I win! Okay. That's such a weird question, Dor. You've actually got me genuinely like curious about the thing. Do. That's so weird. It needs the date. Wow. Like I love that I love that they actually do have a method, but that is the only other option is to use a factory reset on the whole thing. But you will lose data if you do that. I know, I'm not saying you need to. Hey. Hey, door. Door. There you go. Enjoy. Bum 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 bum. Ugh. My pillow. Ugh. Sorry. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like what the method would be to make a multiplayer game with an infinite world. Cause like let's just theorize. What I want to do for the game that I want to make is I want to make a Katamari inspired game where every level's inside different terrariums, and you would have your levels right inside those terrariums. I would love to do a bonus level that is just an infinite, like, you know how web fishing had the void areas? I would love to do a void type level that's just the planet's surface, which is an infinite looping world, right? Now, the texture of the world, the whole idea I have behind how it would work would be using a texture map to roll up things, and that would be no big deal. That would, like, I can see making the planet surface and it'd be smooth anyway. So that's not a huge deal. The issue that I have is I would want to be able to locate the other players. I wonder, could I map the players to the texture as well? And then the texture just shows that play. Maybe. Each player gets their own thing, and then that would be mapped to coordinates that would show on the thing. And if you could see, I don't know. It might be possible. It might be possible. I'm just theorizing about how it would be done. You would just be able to see that. I guess the trick would really be what the camera shows. But I would love to create like an infinite world that, like, if you're looking that way, you can see that way infinitely. But it would only render them one time visually, not multiple times. It just render the closest one, so the infinite world would stay clean. No. The Raider sound is not from this game. I don't think it's clear enough. The raid sound I use is actually a modified one from Octopath Traveler. I found a cheer that they had in Octopath Traveler. I'm like, that is the perfect sound. It's a really nice applause. Let me find it. Just because it's a good sound. This one. Hey, Double! How's it going? Yeah, no, they are similar. I can see that. How's it going, Double? Double! You play games. You don't play enough games. You play some games. Do you know of a 3D game with an infinite scrolling world? I'm just trying. I'm asking people in general if you know one, because I'd like to find more of them. Yeah, no, we can only really think of 2Ds. The only one I can think of is Dot Hack. Shout out Dooble. Beware, there might be screaming. Probably a Bubsy to fuck off.
It's good to ask. Oh. A bug in a jar file? Guys, what pronouns would that be? Do you like ass or kids?
What the fuck, Dooble? The artist for the raid notification. the artist for the raid notification no longer can be found on socials, so I can't even advertise that. I need to get new raid art. That is on my list of things I need to get new things of. I just like where that clip ended. Hey, Meepers, how's it going? Ow! Rude. But no, I was talking about, like, game concept, because the game I want to make, for those who do not know, the game I want to make as I start learning game design and stuff, which I'm slowly learning Python, by the way.
Big bite hand.
Trying
What
anyway.
type of outfit do you think would suit me here?
What I would like to do is I want to make a game where you, okay, it's a combination of Katamari and Power Wash and web fishing, which is a very weird mix, right? But those are the inspirations. So Katamari, Power Wash, and web fishing. Awesome, Door. Now take off the parental lock. Yay, OBC's here again. But I want to combine those games, right? And what I want to do is I want to make it so you can drive around a little like Street Sweeper and collect moss from things, but also be able to hop off and walk around, like as a concept. That's what I want, right? I think that would be a really cute overall kind of aesthetic. Is you can drive a little Street Sweeper around, or you can walk. I want to focus it on using a controller so that way you can play basically with Katamari controls for the Street Sweeper. Yeah, I want to do all of that. I feel like it would be really cute and fun to do that and like have that option. Could even theoretically add like a fishing option to it, but that's not the priority. The priority is just doing basically an infinite power wash. And like the idea is that you would just be collecting moss from the level. Right? Like you would just be collecting moss and collecting little flowers and things like that. And that's it. That'd be the entire purpose of the game. Is just, hey, you're rolling around, you're collecting moss. You can trade in the moss to play a little in-game gacha thing with nothing special to it. Just cosmetics in the gacha. And that would be it. That's the whole idea, and you would get to do it with your friends. That is the entire concept of the game that I want to do. But I'd like to do like little levels and like different colors of moss for different areas. So you'd start with like a green moss, and maybe there'd be like a red moss area or a black moss area or things like that, right? And you would just have all that stuff, but have it be literally impossible to actually collect all the moss, and it just will always be growing, right? Like there's not really a way you can do it fast enough to clean it all up. It'll just always be growing. You always have some to claim. But you just get to casually like roll around. I want to talk to all my music making friends and get them to add add whatever songs they want and throw that in. Hey, Sigs! But add in like whatever music they'd want to it. Like I'd talk to Ellie and I'd talk to Orc, and I don't know if he'd be down for it, but I would talk to C418 and see if he's interested. And so the idea of collecting it on foot, I haven't decided yet. I feel like on foot, the whole concept would be like you would be doing it by be like picking things off of plants or whatever and not actually getting the moss itself, and be a little more annoying. But the street sweeper main thing I want people to use, that would just be automatically collecting it. Yeah, no, I believe the DS had a web browser door, and then you can go to the website. And I'm guessing the way to hack your 3DS, if you want your DSi and whatnot, if you wanted, would probably be at this point just through a web browser exploit, where you would just go to a certain URL and it'll hack it and add stuff, and it would probably keep all your saves. I would say though, what you should be doing, Door, is download those photos. Get the photos off the DS, put them somewhere else, just in case something goes wrong. Like, make that your focus. Connect to your Wi-Fi, send them over, do whatever you can. But yeah, send those files to a backup, so just in case something does go wrong. Right, because you've just learned the panic that it causes if it doesn't work, right? So, focus on getting the pictures backed up. I need that dog. Rosetsu's dog. Who is Rosetsu? Well, even doggies sit like this when they feel relaxed. So, I'm assuming that's a dev. That dog was something that's been something I've needed to get this entire game, and I was curious what it was, and we finally got it. But the idea is mainly, it might just be a vacuum. Honestly, to collect the moss, I might just give the player a vacuum, right? There's not really a specific method that I need. It's not the priority. Just a cleanup thing is the idea. Right, I could make a tool that collects it. It's... But the general idea is that you collect the moss for points. You then trade in the moss to do into a gacha, or you trade in the moss for tokens, or a currency that you can spend to, whatever. I just think it's a cute concept in itself to do that, right? But then to go from that, I want people to be able to, take all that and then, like, just get to chill with people. But I want you to have to, like, maybe collect a certain amount to get to the next stage, or to unlock another map to go to. It's still the same collection rate, just another cool place, right? And, like, you can unlock the door for your friends. You can do it as a team, so if one person on the server has access, everybody does. Not worth anymore, just a cool location that you unlock after you got so far. Like, oh, I bought the key. Or not even buying the key, you just, like, you've collected enough, here's this area, and then everybody can get there, and maybe it'll do it as a group, whatever. But I think it'd be really fun to have that, and then... Like, I like the idea of maybe the final area is the void, right? And we make the void Marimo. So it's just that big purple area, and everybody can go infinitely in whatever direction they want if they wanted. As like some bonus unlock. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun. But I want to figure out an infinite scrolling world, because I don't see it in any game. And it's weird, because you get like games like Vampire Survivors, where an infinite scrolling world would be fantastic, and they don't do it. And it's like, is there a reason people aren't doing this? Because I can't figure it out. I think Vampire Survivors does have like little stages that are. But I wanna fill the niche that web fishing used to. The web phishing, for those who don't know, the web phishing dev got harassed off the internet, which is why web phishing kind of stopped getting updates and stuff. The web phishing dev got harassed off the internet because straight people were angry there was no straight pronoun tag in the game. So he added one, but made it 9,999 in-game currency, which is definitely attainable and not at all weird. Like, it's still an attainable amount. Just made it expensive because it was funny. And they decided to harass him, and then he disappeared. I would add labels, but I don't think I would do any that are specific to any sexuality. Or things like that. Not because I don't agree with it, but I would be trying to avoid harassment because I don't have the stamina to deal with it. I think tying them to achievements, though, would be a fun way to go about it. But I would also, I feel like one of the things for me, because I know there's, Door, are you trying to access the shop on the DSi? Because that's shut down, so you're not going to be able to access that. Any of the Nintendo-specific services aren't going to work on the DSi. Just the Wi-Fi? That... Oh! You're probably... Okay, so my bet here, Door, is you're trying to connect to a 5 gigahertz band. You need a weaker band of Wi-Fi, 2.5 gigahertz. So the Wi-Fi you're on is probably just too good. So that's just a technology of the times thing. I would bet that's the cause anyway. If I had to guess. It depends, but if you can customize the hotspot on your phone, there might be a setting in there that says you want 5 gigahertz or 2.5. You might be able to use that. But basically, yeah, the Wi-Fi you're dealing with is too good. Yep, that's that what Icy said. Newer ones can usually handle both, but the one's not really on. Or if you're trying to connect, it's freaking out because it's trying to connect to both. It's 2.4? Yeah, then you should be able to connect to that one. I would assume. I'm going off of an assumption here, though, just to be clear. I don't know if that is the issue, but that's one thing I would think could be the issue, is that it's just too high of a band. But yeah, I want a cozy game that is just about being able to do that and play casually with your friends. I think I would charge... Okay, so here's my deal with game prices. I don't believe any game is worth less than $20. I don't believe there's a single game that exists that should be less than $20. Sadly, I don't think the game would sell at $20 because of the economy. And the economy is kind of screwed, and that is a separate part of this equation, right? And you're no longer allowed to do bundle deals, I guess? I think bundle deals got broken. I think Steam no longer allows you to buy like a 4-pack of games. You have to just buy them each separately, which is really annoying. Congrats, Door. But yeah, Door, get the photos off the 3DS. Be smart, get the photos off of it. Do you have an SD card in it? Just out of curiosity, do you have an SD card in your 3DS? Because it does, I believe it has an SD card slot. So you can put an SD card in and transfer the photos. Or you can probably email them to yourself. And things like that. I believe the DSi actually had Twitter connectivity. But yeah, get those photos copied off of it so that way you don't lose them. Well, you're talking about a product that was there during the early days of smartphones. So like everything had email, and they needed ways to get the photos off of the device so people could send them to things. So they would do like email and Twitter connectivity and things like that. It's like, well, there's a way to get it off your device, right? I was gonna say that better be a new record. I did that really fast. I ran out of stuff to roll up. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying though with the thing with cosmetics and stuff, what I'd like to do. Well, no. So you're right, Griggs, that you can do bundles, but that's bundles with different games. I'm talking about a bundle of your own game. So if you want to buy, because there used to be games that'd be like, here's a 4-pack so you can play with your friends, and we're discounting it. It's buy 3 get 1 free. They don't do that anymore. You can't get a buy 3 get 1 free on the same game. You can only get it with other games. It's really annoying. That's what they used to let you do. Yeah, they removed that ability. You can't do it anymore. Okay, I think that was one of the shooting stars I was missing. I think. I mean, I know I got it, but I'm not sure if that's actually one I was missing. I had 4. One, two, three, four, 5! Let's go! Huh. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're all in Edo. But I don't know where they all are. I don't know if it's like just every single level. Because what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, there's 10. I don't know if it's all of these. I don't know if Tidy Up needs it. It's a mess. But like, that bundle of games is how I would want to sell it, right? Like, to me, I'd want to go, okay, it's $20, but you get 4 copies, is how I would love to sell it, right? Or it's $20, you get 3 copies, would be like ideal to me. Like, I would love to be able to sell a game like, here's this, give 2 to your friends. That's what I would want to market the game as. You're getting these copies, give them away. But with Steam doing its new thing, I'd probably just go, it's $8 or $7, buy the game, buy it for your friends. Is the best I could really do there, I guess. But like, I'd like to do that, and then I'd like the gacha to just be cosmetics. Like, purely customization stuff. So you have your character, you get to customize them. I'd want a characters kind of giving off similar vibes to the cousins in Katamari. I don't know how I would modify that, and that scares me a little bit, because the cousins are perfect. I could, in theory, do them all based on mushrooms and different types of mushrooms. I think would actually be really cute. I'd worry about them being too similar to Kanoko, but I think if I did roots for legs, maybe I'd be fine. I don't know what the line would be there. Because like the recent art the art I posted in Art Gallery has roots for legs and stuff and roots for arms. I think if I did that, I might be okay. But I would just have to do, I would want to do a bunch of mushrooms, right? But then, like, I would need all the characters to be special mushrooms and have all of them have have swappable parts and like you can unlock color palettes and things like that as you go. Because I think just unlocking the color palettes. Start out with here's some basic ones, and then as you play, you unlock new color palettes or new patterns. I think the color palettes maybe should just be unlocked, but you would unlock new patterns or like markings for the cat or whatever as you played. And then get different accessories to toggle on, and you can attach a bunch of them to your character, and that's how I see it. And then like you could get maybe stickers to attach to your get little stickers to attach to your street sweeper. It's not great, is it, Dor? I think there's multiple options for the keyboard at least, though. I think if you go into the settings, you might have a couple keyboards you can pick from. Yeah, like, just, I don't know, I just feel like there could be a lot, right? As an overall, aesthetic thing. So, I'd really like to do something like that. I think it would be... a good way. Just letting people customize. Maybe there's different designs entirely for the Street Sweeper over time. Add completely cosmetic DLC if I need to make it for more things for people to buy. Which people can harp on cosmetic DLC. If it is a purely cosmetic DLC, I do not care how much it costs. Oh, $3 here to support the devs and I get a cute cosmetic? I'm in. What it would actually more likely to be would be, here's a cosmetic pack. That is included with like what Katamari just did. Here's a cosmetic pack and a bunch of songs by this artist, and then that artist gets a cut, right? I think there is very likely, Dor, there's probably a Gmail no JavaScript version URL you can go to. You might have to look for that. I'm just trying to remember if there is I believe there is an SD card slot on the DSi. I think that is the thing you should probably look into getting. Because that would also, here's the catch door, that would also, most likely, allow you to put a whole bunch of ROMs on it. And play whatever DSi game you ever wanted. Just saying. It might take a little bit of research on your part. Yeah, no, but I mean, maybe that's something to get soon. I mean, the amount of games you can get. I do think this is funny. Every time I look for information on the Katamari game, I see it is a DSi. I do think this is important. I don't know how easy it is to jailbreak a DSi. But we don't want to risk losing images that are on there. I know a DS is easy to jailbreak. I don't know about a DSi. Like, I never hear about it. But I know, because every so often I look up, let me see, well, okay, so I found every DS game. I love these moments. I found every DS game. All of them. There's 23.6 gigs of them. So that's every DS game. All of them. Yeah. All of them. All in one nice clean spot. Here, I'll post it in Ramblings. There you go. Every DS game. All of them. All of them that are translated to English. Apparently. This isn't all of them, but this has a bunch of DSi games. Oh, I love the internet. It's all on Internet Archive for those who are wondering. If you just do Internet Archive search and do a search for DS games, you'll get all of them. La 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 la. But DS games and DSi games are small. So they're pretty quick. So if you want them. Arguably, mine was faster, but I did not do the whole thing. Ugh. Alright, my throat is really itchy. What day is it? It's Saturday, right? So I'll be streaming tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Maybe some anime in the Discord though tonight, I think. I think we deserve some anime in the Discord tonight. It's been a little bit since I've done that. But it's been a good night, and I appreciate y'all, and I thank you so much again to Origami for the raid. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the follow we got during the stream. Thank you, Big B, for the resub, Klumali for the resub, and Icy for the resub. Y'all have been fantastic, and I appreciate you a bunch. But I hope you all have a good one. I am gonna send you away. I'm gonna send you away to... Let's go bug... You know what? We're gonna bug Gad. Gad's doing a whole bunch of commissions, and I don't feel like hunting too long. So I'm gonna send you over to Gad. If you don't know who Gad is a fantastic artist and animator. Did our Cameron 4 balloon emote. Completely voluntarily. Surprised me with it. Gad did that emote, which is absolutely great. Gad is doing some toy-themed commissions for Christmas. But go have a wonderful time. I appreciate you all a ton. You have all been absolutely wonderful and fantastic, and I appreciate you. I will hopefully catch y'all tomorrow. I'll be streaming in the morning. I'll be streaming in the afternoon. You know how it goes. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.